Kia ora te whānau o te kura o Hini Waiora. Ko Aoraki, ko Taranaki o Kumaunga, ko Ngaitahu, ko Ngāti Mutunga o Kuiwi, ko Miriama Kamo ahau. Nē rā te mihi nui kia koutou katoa. I'm absolutely delighted to be able to send this message to encourage you along the pathway that you're taking i te reo Māori. It really is the bedrock of our country. I often say as a journalist that the best story is always the whole story. We cannot tell the story of who we are if we do not know the whole story. And the whole story is steeped in Māoridom. Ko te reo te Maori o tēnei whenua. So it's important that we normalise te reo, that we speak it as much as we can, that we learn it, that we encourage others to be able to access it and to learn it also. And so, kia kaha, karawhiua e te whānau. Keep going in your goals and help us set an example for the whole of Aotearoa. Ngā mihi nui.
Kia ora, ko Hukirangi tōku maunga, ko Waiapu tōku awa, ko Horauta tōku waka, ko Ngāti Porou tōku iwi, ko Kimi Orapoi tōku ingoa. Kia ora everyone, my name is Kimi Orapoi and I'm from Ngāti Porou on the East Coast. And I think it's so cool that we get to celebrate Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori every year, and I think we should be celebrating it every day. It's so important to just keep our language going and carrying it on through the generations. One of my favourite whakatauki is kaua e mate whike me mate ururua, and I think just in everyday life, whatever you're doing, if there's any obstacles that get in your way, don't give up like an octopus and just keep fighting to the end like a shark. Thank you.
Kia ora, my name's Laura Tupa. I'm a presenter and a journalist at News Hub on TV3. I use Te Reo Māori probably every day. At work we use it in our 6 o'clock news bulletin, and all of our news bulletins actually. And at home I've got 2 little girls and we like to sing waiata in Te Reo Māori as well. I think it's really important as a citizen of Aotearoa to do that. I think it's respectful to learn about the culture of the country you live in and to ensure that you are respecting the whenua you're standing on, the place you're living in. And I really encourage others to connect with the language, to connect with tikanga Māori if they haven't already started that journey. Kia ora.
Kia ora koutou, my name is Te Pāsari Ricket and I play netball for the Tactics in the Silver Ferns. Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori is one of my favourite weeks of the year because we get to celebrate our awesome culture. In the Silver Ferns, every morning before we train or start whatever we're doing, we do a karakia, and every game day we get together and do a waiata, so that's really awesome. And one of my favourite kiwaha would be karawhiua, which means go hard and give it heaps.
Kia ora. Now, I hear you guys are celebrating Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori. Now, I have a few teammates who are Māori, and they have taught me a couple of things, but one thing that I like to say to them every morning is kia ora e hoa, which is hello, my friend. And something that I love about them is that they express themselves daily in our changing rooms, in our team environment. And I think it's a very, very important thing that they express their identity and they know who they are. We have lots of team songs that we sing in Māori, but also we have a team song that we sing in Samoan, which is called Uwhi Uwhi. And for myself being Samoan, I love that we get to share my identity too. And I guess the important thing that I want to share with you guys is when you know who you are as a person, when things go wrong in life or you feel down about stuff or things aren't working out, at least you always know who you are. So you know what you stand for, you know what you believe in, and you know why you do what you do. So if you haven't already, make sure you go on the journey of self-identity, finding out who you are, where you belong, what your people are about, because it's very important. One of the sayings I love to say in Samoan, and you might know it, is when people say seki. So that means like meanness. So when someone scores a cool try, I'm like, what a seki try. Or saying from woman to woman, uso, which means my sister, or brother to brother, you can say uso as well, which means brother. So have a seki day, and I hope you all enjoy Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori.
Kia ora tātou, ko Kahurāna ki tōku maunga, ko Ngāti Kahungunu tōku iwi, ko Tāki Tumu tōku waka, ko Ngai Te Rangi Koianake tōku hāpū, ko Tipene Hāma tōku ingoa, tēnā tātou. Kia ora, my name is Tipene. I'm a hip-hop artist from the Hawke's Bay. And I just want to share with you guys a couple of kōrero and the importance of te reo Māori in my music and in my life, really. Let me start with the 3 things I'm most passionate about. 1, people. I'm most passionate about people, learning from people, helping people, walking alongside them in my journey and in their journey as well. Second thing I'm most passionate about is being Māori. Just being Māori powers me. The third thing is being creative. Anything to do with being creative. So if it's in a music space, in the art space, where I'm just creating things, that's where I'm at, sort of at the peak of my powers. I have a whakatauki that I live by, and it goes like this. Be a good tipona now. Be a good tipona now. What am I doing now, you know, that in 100 years' time will say, you know, my mokos will be looking at that and saying, what did Koro do to, you know, what have I done in my time? So, you know, that's really a challenge to you. That's a wero. But also, there's a lot of fear around te reo Māori and speaking te reo Māori. I feel it as well. I'm not a fluent speaker. I didn't grow up learning te reo Māori. I grew up in te ao Māori. So around the marae, and I've witnessed a lot of things Māori, mostly tikanga and te ao. But the language itself, I'm still on that journey. I'm still in the kohanga stage. So when you listen to my music, you'll probably think I'm fluent, but I just want to let you guys know I'm not fluent. But I encourage you to just grab onto anything you can. Music is a great way to learn, and that's why I put anything that I learned in my kite, I put it straight into the music. Yeah, for that purpose, really. Yeah. Last whakatauki before I go, tū whiti a te hopo. Tū whiti a te hopo just means just feel the fear and do it anyway. We're all a little bit self-conscious about speaking and getting it wrong. But hey, we have to be brave enough to make those leaps to be able to grow our language, because without the language, you're missing a lot. You're missing a lot in terms of our tupuna and what they have left for us. So I really encourage you to incorporate it in all parts of your life, aspects of your life. It's a beautiful language, and you'll learn more about yourself, our tipuna, our country, and, you know, being connected to all of those things is good for your hauora and well-being. Nō reira, tēnā tātou, kia ora tātou katoa.
Kia ora ngā tāhua kōtiro o te kura o hine waiora, ko Stacey Pula toku ingoa, ko tūhoi rawa ko te aroa o ku iwi, no rua toki ahau engari e noho ana ai ki Papamoa. So Stacey Pula here, my iwi are tūhoi and te aroa. I'm originally from Ruatoki, a very small place, the Eastern Bay of Plenty, but currently living in Papamoa, playing for the Blackburn Sevens. I just want to say a big mihi to all for celebrating Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori. It's obviously a big part of me and who I am, my culture, my identity, and I definitely put it into everyday use that I have whenever I'm travelling around the world, or just even at mahi. It's a big part of our identity, so awesome work there. My favourite kiwaha is e hara takitoa I te toa takitahi engari he toa takitini. It's a very common one, but I think it's real powerful for me because I know that all the success that I have had in my life so far, it's not just from myself, me of the individual, but it's that of the collective. So we all know the saying, it takes a village to get me where I am today, and I've had so much whānau support from back in Ruatoki, everywhere around the country. So I absolutely love that quote, and that's definitely a kiwaha that I always think about. So yeah, that's just a little spiel from me. Again, thank you for celebrating Māori Language Week. It's definitely an important part of New Zealand and our culture. So yeah, have an awesome week everyone. Kia pai tora. Ka kite.